Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Kaiju number 8 video, and you have right here the first ever raid battle. And quite honestly, I'm very surprised in a good way at how this all works. So this is a co-op battle for all of us to fight this giant kaiju. Raid battles are co-op events where all players work together to battle a giant kaiju. You guys can see here, enter the battle by using raid battle permits or stamina. Permits are replenished up to 3 daily. After deploying in a raid, select and level up support effects. These effects are shared by all units. Level up your support effects to take on the kaiju. And over here, once you've deployed in a raid battle, you can use skips. When using skip, the damage dealt will be based on the last amount you dealt, and then earn points by completing missions and receiving rewards based on the points you have accumulated. A couple things I want to mention real quick. You guys can see the supports right there. The first one is all the ones we're all receiving, right? There's some people who are switching between, so 59% of the people decided to go with support condition core exposed, 21% of people said support condition ST attack, and 20% said support condition crit. Now, you earn points by doing damage, all right? And I'm going to show you guys my free-to-play account. I'm going to show you guys how to do this, and you guys can kind of go into it and do it yourself, right? So AoE, this is what the monster does. Skills: AoE attack deals shot damage medium to all characters, deals blunt damage medium to a character, and essentially has all of these other skills here. You guys can see, including a shield, regenerates all plates, performs hyper regression on the next action, applies damage taken reduction large 1 turn to this kaiju. This effect will be removed once the core is exposed. So I'm going to go in here, guys. I'm not going to skip. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to show you guys my team. This is my current setup. Remember, this is a completely free to play account. So I've got, again, Kaiju number 8, Reno, and Soshiro. Soshiro is going to be buddied, and you guys can see how to do the buddy part. If you guys have never seen this before, I'm going to show you guys. This right here is the buddy system. You guys can see this infinite sign. So whoever you pair together, they get the buffs if they have buddy buffs. So in this case, I was going to make a battle guide anyways for you guys. So I'll explain. You want to make sure that Soshiro is teamed up with Reno, and then Kaiju number 8 again, of course, or Jen. I'm not sure which way you say it. Someone have to correct me, please. And then you just jump in and you do the battle. So I'm going to deploy. I'm going to walk you guys through this. We're going to do it on auto mode so you guys can kind of see the damage, how everything works. And then at the end of it, we're going to show you guys the total results. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about the rewards that are here. And I'm telling you guys right now, they're very, very generous rewards. So you absolutely want to get your hands on this as soon as you can and start working on it ASAP. Okay, you guys can see the 2 plates are broken. We're gonna do as much. Now the goal here is to get as much attack up as you can, as much damage up as you can, and as much speed up as you can. You want this opponent not to have too many turns. You want to keep their delays as much as possible, because you can see there are rounds available. So the moment he takes a round, you lose an extra piece of damage, right? So the whole goal here is to speed up, delay, and to break. The more you expose, you'll see his turn goes all the way back, right? And now you can go. So the more speed you bring to this, the more delays you bring to this, the more core exposures you bring to this, the better likely you're going to get more damage. So sometimes it's okay to leave a DPS out and put a supporter in that can give you a little bit more speed and give you those extra bonuses that I was just referring to, right? So you guys can see here, we've exposed the core. Now, I personally chose more damage when the core is exposed as my buff, right? So technically this should be more damage than the last one I did. Now my characters aren't super OP. I have not had a chance to really work on them too much. I just got through promotion 2 past level 30, so I'm now working on the next levels, and once I get higher level, I'll be able to do way more damage. So there's gonna be some whales here that's gonna have to carry the community. Now this reminds me, if you've played ever Street Fighter Duel, a little bit of the Street Fighter Duel Monster Hunter collab, where we all as an entire massive game played against some monsters from the Monster Hunter world, and we all got scores and got rewards based on essentially our performance together, right? So this is going to be very, very, very much a team effort, a collab by everybody, which I think is the smart move, because that's one thing this game lacked. Number 1 was content, but number 2, the ability for us to kind of play with other players and kind of work with the community to come up with strategies and do different things together. This is a fantastic method of getting that job done. All right, so kudos to the devs for doing this. But you guys can see here, I think I did 8.5 last time. I'm already doing a lot more. I'm already at 6.6, and we got a lot more time to go. You can see speed up right there. Now we have 2 more to expose. Boom, right there. He's frozen. He's not going to get off another move, which is great. And then right here, we're just going to keep pummeling him, right? And again, the turn continues to remain the same. I haven't lost any turns yet from doing all this. So this is the beautiful thing about it. Now, I don't recommend going auto. I'm going auto because I'm speaking to you guys, but you want to save your ultimates for core exposure, not necessarily for, like, this would have been better for core exposure in my opinion, because you want to keep the core down as much as possible. So you don't always want to use your ultimates in every single circumstance, guys. So here, I'm going to take auto off. I'm going to try to expose his core whenever he's back, right? Right now, we're going to do our regular moves. You guys can see right there, he's going to pop back up. And now we're going to have another turn here of seven cores to deal with. Now, again, I want to bring this core down as much as I possibly can so I don't have to deal with this. And see, 0 rounds right there. So that's kind of the problem with auto, is you definitely want to make sure that next time when you are doing this, try to save your moves to expose the core quicker. Don't ever let him have a second turn. Expose the core, do your damage. When he goes back up, you don't have a choice. It's gonna remain that way. But at the end of the day, guys, you will be doing enough damage to make a difference. Now, let's look at some of the rewards here. Okay, this is how it works. If you click on the next reward, the raid battle missions right here, you see my buttons kind of tapping it right there. You'll see what's available currently. So there's co-op damage missions, there's daily missions, and then there's limited time missions. Okay, and you guys can see the limited time missions are essentially going to be, hey, do X amount of damage, participate in X amount of battles. Daily missions are going to be take part in the battle 2 times, take part in the battle 3 times, etc. Right? So you want to complete the dailies. These are the easiest ones. The co-op missions are reduce the boss HP less than 90% with all players. And then this is all of us doing it as a group. And you guys can see some of the rewards here are fantastic. You get Kaiju core materials. You get yourself a lot of credits along the way. At the daily missions, you get yourself just points. And these points actually translate to something else, which you'll see in a couple seconds right there, which are items. Now, if you look where the items are, you guys can see what I've already got. So I've got tickets, like the first one was a ticket, then more resources, more tickets right there. And then if you keep going through here, you'll see additional EXP, you'll see additional gacha tickets. And as we go further along here, you're going to keep getting more and more of this stuff here. Look at this. The more and more gacha tickets there, more resources to enhance, more resources to level up, and this is going to help a lot. So before you jump into the next round, guys, and do another one, my recommendation is going to be simple here. Before you go in, take some of these resources that you just got, right, and go in there and actually level up your characters and go back in and help everybody achieve a higher score. That's going to probably be one of the best things you can do. So a very simple, very simple put together event, but one that makes the community come together as a cohesive unit to try to get a better score and beat what we currently have going on. So you guys can see right here, for example, I can Kaiju number 8, I can put it on, let's put it on Kaiju number 8. I'm going to give him a little bit more. Give him a little bit more love here. 69, the perfect number to be at. 69. Okay, so there you guys go. So more damage there. And now we have ourselves a little bit more damage dealers. And right here, you guys can see, I don't, necessarily have the best gear or anything set up. I'm just using what's available to me. For example, like this is not what you want on him. This is damage reduction stuff. I did this to pass the third one. You ideally want to have this, right? So I'm going to go ahead and switch this out a little bit. Perfect. Okay, not the greatest stats, but I'm going to go ahead and equip it. Equip the new. Okay, the other one's discarded, but I need the extra bonus in damage, guys. That's the reason why I'm doing this. Ultimate damage increase, so we're going to go ahead and perform this again. And you guys can see here, if it hit, sure, we'll take that for now. Equip the new. Again, we just want it for the bonuses. Really, that's what we're here for. All right, ladies and gents, I hope that video will give you guys an idea of what the event's all about. Jump in now, get yourself in there, start helping everybody out. Let's do this together and complete this. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.